Hi, my name's Felix Chau, and growing up, I was an atheist. In grade 12, some friends and I were invited to a praise and worship night by a girl named Gina at her church. To be honest, I really only went because I had a crush on her. But at the end of the service, the pastor had asked all of us to close our eyes and bow our heads and said, if anyone does not currently know Jesus but is curious to know more, please raise your hand so we can pray for you. And at that time, I felt such a strong urging to raise my hand that I did it, even though I didn't really connect much to the service itself. And there was no peer pressure because everyone's eyes were closed and their heads were bowed. And then later on, it was suggested to me to try praying to God to reveal himself to me. To me, I just thought it was just a shot in the dark because, but there was no harm in trying. If there really was a God, why not, right? But then not long after praying for the first time, I was coming home from university late at night and I was really exhausted. I was taking an express bus that only stopped at the university and at the station. A man had boarded as well, but didn't realize this, so he was trying to get off at a regular bus stop. But when the driver said no, he got really irate and started yelling and swearing at her. And she stayed calm throughout the entire confrontation. And when the bus finally arrived at the station, he yelled one last time at her, but she just calmly spoke into the bus speaker system and just said, "God bless you." And to me, it was just such a shock. Like normally I would have felt so annoyed at this person who was making such a big scene. But to be honest, instead, I just saw myself in him. And I realized that all that pridefulness, all that hatred, and all that anger towards others was sin. And sin is in everyone. And that's when I really started to believe in God. We deserve to be eternally punished and die because of our different kinds of sin. And there is no amount of good work that we can do to save ourselves. But God does love us so much that he sent Jesus to take that punishment and die for us instead. And he truly was risen from the dead. And everyone can see that we live in a broken world and that we will always sin. But by trusting in Jesus as Lord, we receive the free gift of forgiveness and we can live eternally, knowing that Jesus paid the price for what we deserve. God's love has compelled me to turn away from my personal anger and pridefulness, and instead I look to humbly serve and obey God's command and to love and serve others.